Hello and welcome back to Riley's Stash. My name is Riley and I'm joined by Zach.
Hello.
And of course we got our special guest, Josh.
Hello, hello.
And we're back doing another tier list video because of course we did a whole nother year of gaming. Wow. I say a whole year, but it was really just the games we wanted to play from that year. 1986. Played a lot of different games that year. Some good, some
not so good.
Some not so good. So here we're here to try and rank them now. So I guess I'll get started with the first game we played that year. Donkey Kong, a classic, utter classic. I actually have fond memories of this game outside of our recording.
Oh.
You know, except I said I played on the Wii Virtual Console. What did you guys think when we played it?
I thought it was fairly decent.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, Mario can only fall like 2 feet.
Before he breaks his ankle, but...
Yeah, though there were a couple times that happened, wasn't there?
Yeah,
Oh, more than a couple.
quite a few.
It's kind of just stupid. I don't know why they added fall damage. I just like...
They didn't have a standard for it.
I guess. Miyamoto's kind of drunk that day. He's like, oh, how can I make
Miyamoto
game
took the day
harder?
off.
How do I eat more quarters? I think this would be a solid B tier for me. What do you guys think?
I think that might be accurate.
Yeah.
Maybe low B, so there might be some stuff that's better than it.
Yeah, that's true. It's just an arcade port.
I liked it. There was a lot more games I liked more.
Yeah,
But I wouldn't say I hated it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's the worst one that's going to be on this list.
Alright, next we have its sequel, Donkey Kong Jr.
I thought this one was worse.
Yeah, I agree.
This one was worse. It was funny, but it was worse.
It was funny, but...
For some reason, the first 2 levels are like really hard, and then once you get a hang of that, you're just
It's just easy mode.
it's done. You blast through it. But
I'm thinking like maybe D.
That's what I
let's
was
not vote yet. That's when we're talking about it. Like you know, it's kind of basic. Just like climbing stuff to get to your dad. It was the same general concept. It just
It had the
It was executed
swinging
not
and
as
the
moving platforms and crap.
yeah, the swinging, the moving platforms, the ability to shift left or right on the pole.
I prefer Mario's just jumping around to his climbing.
Yeah.
That's where you want to say like D tier.
I was suggesting
I
D,
think D.
but...
That's a good place, I think. Next we have Super Mario Bros. Predecessor, Mario Bros.
Now, this one was interesting.
I thought it was pretty good. I
Yeah.
like this one.
I thought it was decent.
Yeah, like you got that, multi-co-op, 2 players simultaneously.
Yeah.
I thought it was more of a versus thing than co-op.
Yeah, it was hard to tell. It didn't really explain much, did it?
Yeah, it was kind of
It felt like it was more of a competitive thing.
Definitely got a lot of arcade games in this year. I think it could go pretty high. We had a lot of fun moments with it.
I think it might be B, but above Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I agree with that. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Be above Donkey Kong.
Be above Donkey Kong. I think it's Donkey Kong 3 next?
This one. This one's F. This one's F.
F, what? Come
Yeah,
on.
This game was a joke.
There was like nothing to it.
There was nothing
We
to
beat
it.
the game in under 5 minutes.
And that's sad, considering that it's. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be an arcade port as well.
Well, yeah, it is. You know, you're not supposed to beat it, Josh. Go get a high score, right? Go get a high score, bro. And
We
it's
got
like,
the high score in 4 minutes.
It had like 3 levels, and all of them were like the
Able
same.
to be beaten in like seconds.
They're also like very similar, like barely any difference, especially on the gameplay, because a lot of this, you're just trying to shoot up at Donkey Kong the whole time with your stupid.
You're grabbing the power up and then you're spamming the button as fast as you physically can.
Oh, that's what I was doing, so you get through it faster. But normally it's like, oh, you're like trying to spray at him, and the bugs will fly down, and you dodge the bugs and spray them, and they're trying to steal your flowers.
So you
or whatever.
grab the power up and you just.
It also
Best
doesn't
way
make
to do it.
sense story-wise. Like, why is he doing it? I understand the other two. because monkey want girlfriend in the first one, and then the other one's like
Monkey want dad.
monkey want dad.
Yeah, no, and you know,
This one's
was it
Monkey Want
even
Flowers?
Mario in that game?
No, it
It
wasn't.
wasn't Mario.
Some random
It was just some
guy,
random guy. Yeah.
like Bob the Builder over there, is like, "Yo, get out of my construction site."
And it's weird
It was,
how I'm actually critiquing the storyline of arcade games too. So
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
kinda
say there's
sad.
not much of a storyline. I don't really know what you're critiquing right now.
I don't understand the motivation.
I don't know.
That gameplay was ass.
What's the motivation of Pac-Man eating pellets, right?
Waka Waka?
That's the motivation.
F?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking F.
High F.
Hi.
Nope.
Hi, F. Yeah, I give. Well, we'll see
No,
about
I'm
that.
just putting the F.
All right.
F to pay respects.
Next, we have Balloon Fight.
This game was actually fairly good.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
good. Like, the controls really unique. You know, tapping A to like float yourself up.
Or holding it.
Yeah, and like trying to kill the enemies by like touching their balloons before they touch yours. It's like
Touch my balloons.
it's pretty good, honestly. I was surprised.
I don't really have much to say about this one.
Yeah, the levels were interesting. It was fairly well put together. I liked the fact that it was like work as a team, but don't let your other guy get too far ahead. And the fact when we played it, there was a good bit of friendly fire.
Yeah, it was really hard to control a lot of the time.
I want to say
Yeah, I think it's an A.
I'm just gonna go with what you guys say. I don't really have much to say. I don't really remember too well.
peer pressure.
It's the best strategy for convincing people.
No, it's not.
Well, next is interesting because it's our debut of the Master System. A different console entirely.
Oh yeah, that was the Master System. That didn't give us a headache at all.
Sega really hit it out of the ballpark with their debut title, Hang On. Not Safari On, we couldn't play that one. It was
Light shooter.
yeah, but Hang On, it's like a generic bike racing game.
It was Excite Bike, but worse.
No, better. I'd say better.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Riley on that one.
Yeah, but Excite Bike wasn't very good either.
That's true. It's like comparing a rotten apple to a rotten orange. It's like, you know,
Yes.
one of these is better, but not for the right reason.
Yeah, all of the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I don't know. Hang On. It felt kind of short for me. Like it was graphically good compared to the NES. It looked a lot better, but the gameplay was very boring. I'm not really into racers, to be honest.
Yeah, they're not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't like racers, honestly.
I'm more of a fighting game kind of
Fighting games. I've never seen you play a fighting game.
Also strategy games. I like those.
I like strategy.
More like
games,
Civ.
but,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like a C. I think it's better than Donk. Do I think that actually? I kind of like Donkey Kong Jr. in it.
I don't think it's better.
I
I think it's in the same
below.
tier as Donkey Kong, but
Yeah,
I think
I think
Donkey's
I'm-
better.
Yeah, okay. That looks good. Alright, our second Master System title, Shoplifter. What did you guys think of this one?
Shoplifter was interesting.
It's kind of weird.
The controls were really weird. Well, not really it was more or less the mechanics I'm referring to.
You know what my favorite part of this game was? The fact that you guys bombed the hospital on multiple occasions.
It's the only way to get them out of there.
Yes, of course.
I thought it was kind of weird how you had to like rotate your helicopter around.
Yeah, and like point of the game is like fly around, save people from like burning buildings and like military
I
forces
thought
and
it was
crap.
just done pretty weirdly. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't even see any other levels. We were just stuck on the first one, and we was like, all right, that's
I
enough of
think
this.
it was a little bit better than Donkey Kong Jr. though.
Yeah,
Personally,
yeah, maybe. You want to put a C?
we'll put it in C. Yeah,
I think that's good.
it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good.
Yeah. All right. Next one is Fantasy Zone. which was the last Master System game we played that year.
Oh, that was that really
Yeah, the
trippy
trippy, like,
shooter.
acid trip one, yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, the one with the power ups
And you get, like, wings on your spaceship.
Yeah, it was like it was a weird shoot 'em up where you actually got to control the flow of the air, like the movement, and like everything had googly eyes on it, including all the spawners for the enemies.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like this is the thing where you smoke a couple of joints, get zoinked out of your mind, and then try to play this game, and it will start to make sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Either that or be on acid.
Take Josh's advice. How do you guys feel about this one? We didn't get very far because it's like hard as balls.
We got fairly far.
I
actually.
personally think it.
We didn't beat the first level.
I think it was better than Choplifter. That's certain.
That's definitely true. Maybe not as good as the original Donkey Kong, but
Yeah,
definitely
we can put it in.
It was
D.
interesting.
It was interesting.
It was fairly good.
Decent concept.
yeah.
It was
Don't
not
put it-
super high.
It was one of the first. like,
Yeah,
shoot 'em ups.
I'm thinking lower B.
Yeah, I think below Donkey Kong's good. Definitely the best out of the three.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Next one we have. Oh god.
Oof.
Gradius. Now the Gradius I thought was a good game. Just way too fucking hard.
Yeah.
Difficulty for the
That's,
sake of difficulty is different than actual challenge.
Oh, actually, I think I was supposed to do the other one first, but that's okay. We can do this one.
It's alright, Gradius.
Gradius. I've only made it like a third of the way through the game for like, alright, it's too hard. A lot of stuff on the screen.
Yeah.
And a lot of inconsistent mechanics.
Well, what do you mean?
Like the ground not hurting you and then it hurts you.
Oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember you tapped the ground, you didn't die, and then in the very next room you did the same thing and blew up.
Yeah, that was kind of shitty.
And then those Easter Island heads. I think those were
Oh god.
Oh
like awful.
yeah. Like oh god, no, the design was good. The just mechanic
Implementation.
and the
yeah.
implementation was horrendous.
I definitely liked Fantasy Zone better.
Really?
Really, I was thinking A.
Yeah, I was thinking A. I was thinking below Balloon Fight.
We can go with that because I'm the outlier. So
Like
I thought it was a good game.
I enjoyed the game. I'd much rather, if I had to choose, I'd play Balloon Flight every time.
yeah.
Go
But if I had to
Flight?
choose between this and Fantasy Zone, I'd like the game I understand.
Well, plus
Yeah.
two, this is like our first Konami game. Konami's like
Konami has some good titles, but
they've produced
Konami
so
has
many
one
titles
good title, and it's the code.
back in the day.
they have some stuff with them nowadays. So
It was our first third-party game besides the Master System ones, but we won't count those ones.
Yeah,
I think it was A tier is pretty good.
A tier.
All right, and the last ticket on our list, Ghosts and Goblins.
Oh
first
yeah,
Capcom game that
Yep.
we have done.
Ghost and Goblins and a Capcom shit show.
Definitely Capcom's worst title.
Oh, that can't possibly be true.
No,
So far,
So far, yeah, maybe.
out of their
Well-
fucking like 3 other games.
No, they had a ton of games at this point. Well, not this point, but like in the arcade they did. I think they're mostly arcade
Yeah,
producers at this point.
I personally like the Capcom fighting games in the arcade.
Yeah, or
they're
like
fun.
Mega Man is really good. Capcom has a ton of good games.
I definitely think the concepts of Ghosts and Goblins is cool.
Well, this and Super Mario Bros. Are kind of credited as like the first platformers. So
No, this was
kinda
not
revolutionary.
platformers. This was a shitty
And I
Dark Souls.
100% blame the what was it, the Red Arbiters or whatever they were called.
yeah,
The
They-
bad mechanics.
They were the sole reason why I'd say F.
You know what? This game would be like A tier if there was save states, but there isn't.
because we play on real hardware.
Yeah.
Like if I could save the game properly and didn't get absolutely shit stomped back to the start of the level.
Also, there's weapons that are way better than others, and
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Most of them are unusable.
yeah,
It's an NES
unusable
game.
degree, though.
The balancing system don't care. No balance patches.
I think they just needed like a life bar or something.
Yeah,
Or
a
at least-
life bar would have been
Well, like the philosophy behind the design of this game was like,
Oh, get as many quarters as possible. That's
well, it wasn't even about quarters. It was about games in general should be almost impossible to complete.
I can't agree with that.
Like, as much as I do love a game
That has challenge.
really is gonna like curve stop me, and I like finally.
Oh, controversial, putting it above Donkey Kong 3.
How's that controversial? It's
I
Donkey Kong
was honestly
3.
thinking.
I
was
agree,
thinking
though.
more
I'm not saying I
E-tier.
don't.
You're thinking what?
I was thinking E.
E?
I was also kinda
I
thinking
can see E. I was just
Like,
on the red
like,
arbiters.
it
I'd
was
say
a
F.
good game.
Yeah.
Especially the first level. I
It
think the
was
first level
just,
wasn't
it's
bad.
just really, really hard.
Mm-hmm. You can say that again.
like those last
It's
levels,
really,
the
really
last stretch.
hard.
Yeah.
Like the first two were like challenging, but then I think after that it really just became unfair at the point.
Yeah, like it
For
was
sure.
like, man, it's gonna take me a bit to do it, but then as soon as we got to the harbor city thing,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
it was just like, hey, let's take the difficulty from 10 to 20
Let's go
and
to
the
100.
big middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go from 1 to 100.
Just nyeh.
Yeah. I think that's a good spot for it.
It's sad, not a single S tier.
Yeah. No, none of them really popped off in this one.
I think S tier, even though, like, you could say if we were to just remove the F tier and then bump everything up, the only one that I would consider even putting in S tier would be Balloon Fight.
Yeah. It was a pretty good game.
I think it's the better one out of all these.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I don't think nothing compared to the other S tiers that we had last tier list, it don't compete.
Yeah.
I think there was better games in the last one.
Which is so weird because it's like
Yeah.
those were 1983 games. Like they're kind of like Nintendo picked out a bunch of older titles for their release for Nintendo in America. Like Super Mario Bros. Is probably the newest one out of all of those. And also, like to be fair though, like a lot of these are arcade games. Whenever it's
Yeah,
ported.
arcade ports, yeah.
Even Ghosts and Goblins, that's an arcade port.
Yeah.
Like
I could
I think
see
Raddy's
the
might be
cobwebs
too.
growing on that machine.
Fantasy Zone is an arcade port. Choplifter's an arcade port. Hang-On's an arcade. They're all arcade ports. I just realized.
Yes.
I just fucking.
It's, yeah.
They
it's not
actually
arcade.
are all arcade. No, wait. Balloon Fight. Balloon Fight's not an
Fight
arcade
is the
port.
only one that's not an arcade
Really,
port.
that's a game I would have loved to play in the arcade.
They probably had it later on, but it would have been after the NES one came out.
Yeah.
Like they had those arcade machines that they released that had just a regular NES game on it, which was
Yeah,
interesting.
it was just an
Like,
NES
we didn't
inside.
get
like
any-
Castlevania would be on it. Castlevania was never an arcade game.
Yeah.
We never really got anything like that could even go into S tier out of this one, which is kind of sad.
That's okay. There's always next year.
Be how it is. That's
Yeah.
just that means just how good the S tier games gotta be.
I mean, 87 is going to be a huge year for us. We've got Zelda coming up, Castlevania, Metroid. I think is Punch Out in that one? Yeah, we've got like Kid Icarus, Castlevania, Mega Man, Punch Out,
Mega Man.
Zelda. I think did I already say that one? I might have said
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
like a bunch of high-end titles.
Yeah, the kind of
You'll definitely see
Genre
a few S tiers in the
defining.
next one.
That's for sure.
yeah.
That is
It's
for certain.
literally gonna be
Not
like
even-
it's gonna be like a couple F tiers and then just S.
Yeah.
F tiers. What the heck's gonna go in F tier? Whatever. We'll find
Whatever
out.
game we
next year.
can't beat.
I mean, if we try hard enough, we can beat
Well, I
them.
mean, we were still critical. We didn't put Ghosts and Goblins in our F tier.
Yeah. Surprised me.
Even though I wanted
hated
to.
that.
I hated it, but the Donkey Kong game was just
It was
so much worse.
It was a lot worse.
I'm sorry, Donkey Kong, but no.
Donkey Kong
Ooh,
3 is the worst game that came out that year.
Okay, no.
Out of what
that's-
we played.
Out of what we played, yeah. But there's
There's probably far worse.
There's like 70 other games that came out in '86,
No.
and we're not playing them because they're all worse than these ones. Yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you disagree with this list out of these games, how we ranked them. Maybe
I'll-
Tell
maybe
us what
Donkey
you
Kong
think
3's
Ghosts and Goblins should be.
maybe Donkey Kong 3 is actually an S tier, you know, and we're just
We're just
nearsighted.
We're just losers or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But you put Donkey Kong
write that
S
down
tier
below.
if you're talking tickets.
See you all next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.